So let's get into our comfortable position. Coming to the mat, closing the eyes, letting go of the day, becoming present in the moment. Focusing in on our breath. Going to take a nice deep breath in, arms rise to the sky. As we exhale, right hand comes down to the mat, left arm comes up and over. Nice big stretch here. Last breath here. As we exhale, sweep the arms up and over. Left hand comes to the mat, right arm reaches over. On our next breath in, we're going to raise both arms to the sky. Pause here as we exhale. Then we're going to take a nice big breath in. And then as we exhale, reaching forward. Hands come down to the ground, back stays straight, head stays up. Waking up the muscles in the back and in the legs. On our next breath, go ahead and walk the hands over to the right. We're going to go ahead and bring the hands back to center and then walk them all the way over to the left. Last breath here, go ahead and bring the hands back to center. Closing the eyes, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out. So go ahead and walk the hands back towards the body. We're going to bring the right leg out, keep that left leg in. Taking a nice big breath in, arms rise to the sky. As we exhale, reaching for that right foot. Remembering to not tighten the muscles. Hands land wherever they will. Just allowing for the stretch. As you exhale, walk the hands back towards the body. We're going to switch sides. We're going to bring that left leg out, right leg in. Taking a nice deep breath in, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, we're reaching for that left foot this time. Relaxing the muscles. Breathing in to the stretch. Final breath here. As you exhale, go ahead and walk the hands towards the body. Bring the feet out. We're going to just go ahead and make our way to hands and knees. However you get there is just fine. Once you're there, wrists should be under the shoulders, fingertips spread out wide. Knees should be about hip width apart. Taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to let that belly drop. Head comes up, tailbone comes up for cow. And then as we exhale, we're going to round the back, tuck the chin and the tailbone for cat. We're going to move through a few rounds of cat-cow at our own pace. Just linking the breath with the movement. Going down into cow with each inhale. Up into cat with each exhale. Few more breaths here. Last breath or two. We're going to go ahead and meet in that neutral tabletop position where the back is flat. Bring the big toes together, bring the knees out wide to the sides of the mat. Sink the hips back. Bring the arms out, forehead down to the mat for child's pose. Pausing here for a few breaths. With each exhale, allowing the back to soften. Me too. It's so good for the back. Last breath here. As we exhale, lift the head up. We're just going to slide the hands back towards the body. They should be about 12 inches away from the body. Taking a nice deep breath in, right arm rises to the sky, gaze follows. Allowing for that gentle twist in the lower back. Pausing here for a few breaths. Last inhale. As we exhale, sweep that right arm down. Bring it under the left. Bringing that right shoulder down to the mat. Right ear down to the mat. Once you're comfortable, bring that left arm out straight. nice shoulder stretch here this morning. On our next breath, we're going to slide our right hand back, lift the head and the arms, coming back into that original position, finding our stability, hands about 12 inches away from the body. Bring the chin up, close the eyes, sink back into the hips a bit. Nice big breath here. And exhale. On our next breath in, we're going to lift that left arm to the sky. The gaze will follow. Here for a few breaths. Last inhale here. As we exhale, sweep that left arm down towards the mat. It's going to come under the right. Left shoulder is going to come down to the mat. Left ear down to the mat. Once you're nice and comfy, bring that right arm out straight in front of you. Last breath here, slide that right hand back towards the body, lifting the head and shoulders, hands back to that original position. Again, lifting the head up, closing the eyes, nice big breath in, exhale out. Bringing the hands forward just a bit, bring the hips forward. Knees come together, feet should be together. Now we're going to sink those hips back again, coming all the way up into our hero's pose. Hands on the thighs, back should be straight. Bring the shoulders back, chin up a bit. Taking a nice deep breath in, arms rise to the sky. As you exhale, let the arms float down to the mat. Inhale, arms rise to the sky. Exhale, they come back down to the mat. On the next inhale, arms rise, body rises, coming all the way up to our knees. Once we get here, we're going to bring our hands back for a little back bend. Then we're going to let the hands float down, bringing them just to our lower back. Supporting that lower back, allowing us to stay here for a few more breaths. Last breath here. As we exhale, bring the head up nice and slow. Bring the hands down to the mat. We're going to come back into our tabletop position, so bringing the knees out, hip width apart. Wrists should be under the shoulders, fingertips out nice and wide. We're going to bring our right foot out to the side of the mat. You can Keep the toes facing forward, nice and comfortable. When you're ready, we're gonna lift the torso. Right hand should come to right thigh. And on our next breath, sweep the left arm up and over, reaching to the right. Last breath here. We're going to sweep those arms up and all the way over. Left arm's going to come down to the floor. Right arm's going to reach. Keeping the feet however they're comfortable. Last breath here. Sweep that right arm down towards the floor, bringing it down to the mat, and bringing the left arm over to meet it. Coming out of this position a little bit differently. And bring that right knee in. Coming back to the tabletop position. Once we're there, we're going to bring our left foot out to the side. Finding a little stretch there. When you're ready, bring the torso up. Left hand on the left leg. Nice big breath in. Right arm comes up and over. Last breath here. As we exhale, we're going to sweep that right arm up. It's going to come all the way down to the floor. Left arm's going to be a nice long stretch, reaching towards the sky. Last breath here. As we exhale, sweep that left arm down towards the floor, bringing it onto the mat. Right hand comes over to meet it, finding the stability, and then bring that left leg in, coming back to our tabletop position. On our next breath, we're going to bring that right leg back straight. Toes can be facing down. Option to stay here or bring the left arm out for a balancing table. Release the hands and knees back down to the mat. Lift that right wrist up. Flip it around, give it some nice twist. Bringing the right hand back down to the mat. On our next breath in, we're going to bring our left leg back and straight. Option to stay here or bring the right arm out for balancing table. Go ahead and bring those hands and knees back down, lifting the left wrist up, giving it a nice twist. Bringing it back down to the table, we're going to bring our knees out wide, big toes together, sink those hips back, coming back into our child's pose for a moment, allowing our arms to reach, our forehead to come to the mat. Tuning into the breath. Last breath here. As we exhale, bring the head up. Slide the hands back. This should be about 2 feet from the body, shoulder width apart. We're going to bring the hips forward. Straighten out the legs. Putting all of our weight on our hands, bringing the belly and the hips down towards the body. Chin up. Nice big stretch here. Stretching the back, the legs. We're going to slowly lower down onto the mat. Once we get there, bring both hands out in front of you, placing each hand on top of the other. Bring the forehead down to the mat for a moment. Close the eyes. Take a moment here to set an intention for your day. We spoke a lot this week about opening our heart, but we're also trying to open our throat chakra. So how can you say the things that need to be said today? Perhaps setting an intention to speak your truth. To say how you feel without apology. Last breath here. We're going to lift our head up. We're going to slide our left arm towards the body, keeping it parallel so we can lift up our chest. We're going to put a bend to the right knee, bringing our right foot towards us. Option to stay here, or if it's available to you, to grab that right foot and bring it towards the body. Adding to the stretch. No? You will get there. So we'll just keep it like this. So we're just stretching towards the body. Maybe we lift the knee up a little bit. Giving it that stretch. Bringing the knee back down. Releasing that right foot. I want you to bring the right arm towards the body. Left arm is in front of it. They're both parallel in front of you. Putting a bend to the left knee now. And you can lift up the left knee, allowing for a little bit of a stretch. Go ahead and release that knee back down. We're going to bring both hands parallel to the sides of the mat now. So our fingertips are facing forward, spread out nice and wide. This is called Sphinx pose. So just bring the head up a bit more. A lower back stretch here. giving the shoulders a bit of a workout. We're going to go ahead and release back down to the mat. Slide the hands back. Lifting the body all the way up with the hands, coming up to hands and knees once more. Bringing the knees out wide, big toes together. Sinking the hips back. This time we're going to keep the hands coming closer to the body. Lift the chin up. We're going to just sway the hips back and forth. Just opening up the hips a bit. A little bit of a different stretch, a different feel in the body. Last breath here. We're going to go ahead and make our way down to the mat. However you get there is fine. We're going to come all the way down on our backs. Once we get there, legs out straight, nice big breath, arms reach up and over, full body stretch. Release the body, bring the hands down. They're open, getting ready for our savasana position. Palms up if you'd like to receive energy. Palms down if you need to ground yourself. Bring the feet out towards the side of the mat. Let them splay out to either side. Close the eyes. Begin to tune into your breath. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the arms. The upper back. The lower back. With each inhale and exhale, soften the body a little more. Relaxing the legs, the knees, the feet. Allowing all you've done today to integrate into the body. The desire to control situations sneaks up on us without our realizing it. If we withhold our true feelings, we are controlling. If we say something that isn't true, we are controlling. If we take an action we don't want to take in order to please another, we are controlling. Sometimes our control feels completely justified, but we must remember that at any time we aim to control, we dip into our toxic feminine energy. Foundations built on toxicity never last. For longevity, we need to focus on authentic speech, actions, and expressions. Anything that crumbles under the power of our authenticity is not meant to stay in our experience. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, gently coming back to the present. On your next breath, go ahead and roll over to the right side, coming into that fetal position. Hands under the head, knees bent. Allowing yourself to restart the day, reset the body. On the next breath, we're going to go ahead and come all the way up, making our way back to our seated position. Once we get there, going to take one final deep breath together. Nice big breath in, arms rise to the sky. Palms come together. Hands come to heart center, bowing the head in. Thanking yourself for showing up today on the mat. And I'm thanking you for practicing with